Welcome to the Multidimensional Realities podcast, your portal to cosmic insights and soul liberation. I'm your host, Ebony Shalom, interdimensional experiencer, divine channel, and quantum energy specialist. This is no ordinary podcast. It's an experience that has the potential to transform your reality as you know it. Together we explore divine insights and bring light to the collective consciousness. Are you ready to enter the void? Divine ones, Ebony Shalom here. So I thought I would do this week's recording and I will see if it works or not. This is all experimental. I wanted to see if I can ask the question about the divine masculine and feminine balance that we each carry within us. I'm curious to know about the energies and what is throwing us off balance and how we can bring ourselves back into a state of balance by understanding the energies at play. So let's see what we can do with this. Just double checking through the energetic network here. So guides, if we can understand the divine feminine and divine masculine energies throughout the Earth Realm blueprint, please. Identifying what it is that is creating the imbalances through each of the portals and how they can be rebalanced. So instantly what is coming through here is that ego is overshadowing the divine messages. So in order to be able to hear the messages that come from our spiritual team, our higher self, and the divine guidance, the divine realms, the loved ones that have crossed over and are in those high vibrating realms, assisting you, like guardians. We need to get out of our own way. We need to get out of our head. We need to actually put our ego down, because ego is creating an imbalance. Please have some more information. So everything is competition. So what I'm actually seeing, or just saw then, or heard, is that everything is about being right or wrong. And instead of actually attuning ourselves to what people are saying and to our higher guidance, we are operating from a limited belief system, which is programming and conditioning from the outer world, which is making it very challenging to hear our instincts and trust ourselves in a way that is not about being right or wrong. It's this right or wrong thing. So ego will say, I am right, you are wrong. And when we drop that, we listen to what others are saying and we can look from their perspective and understand that everyone has a difference of opinion and that potentially nobody is right or wrong. That's just how they view things. And when we're open to that, instead of reacting or coming from ego, we lose that sense of judging other people as well. And the need to be right all the time. We just listen. We become good listeners. And so understanding that to have ego is a healthy thing. It helps us to navigate Earth Realm. However, when we're using it to create limiting beliefs and use it in situations that is black or white, right or wrong, I'm better than you, you don't know anything, judging each other, that just stops any kind of communication from beyond our own thoughts and minds and programming. This ties into trust, and it keeps coming down to the third eye. So I feel like the ego, and when we're living in ego, we also get pulled out of our heart, and we are operating from a place that is essentially in survival mode. Coming and operating from the heart, we are able to feel without judgment and understand that when people are expressing themselves, it's not necessarily to come up against us in competition or have an argument about who's right or wrong. It's about just being able to converse and look at different perspectives and go, well, that's interesting. I never thought of things that way. But if you have a really closed mind and just have the need to be right all the time, then this is part of the programming. And if you're happy in that world, then this channel is probably not for you. Just saying. It's not a bad thing. When it's being used in a way that is cancelling out other people's thoughts and opinions, and used to judge others also based on I'm right, you're wrong. That's unhealthy ego. And it's a really overwhelming energy that's part of the programming and conditioning from what I'm seeing. And also keeping the divine masculine in that unbalanced state of being. So in order to balance it out, listening without judgment and responding with curiosity will help stabilize that divine feminine energy and bring balance into and harmony into one's being. Now, we all are made of feminine and masculine energy, and it's a matter of creating the balance, an energetic thing. And to create a balance within ourselves, we need to stabilize these energies so that the expression of you is coming out in a balanced way. And so that was the question that I asked, what is off balance? And so if we have a look and ask the question for the divine feminine energies, what is actually creating a distortion or an imbalance here for them? Through the crown, please. So what I'm seeing is it's kind of like the need for more grounding. So for the divine feminines, their energy here is very flighty in a sense. And so we need to anchor that down. So what I'm seeing is for those energies to be balanced out in earth realm, we need to ground in those high vibrational energies for them to be understood and we pulled out of our head, essentially. So that's the two differences here. So if we try and have a look at how they work together, the out of balance divine feminine energy is quite creation out here, right? And then you've got the divine masculine energy, which is very right or wrong. So that energy, the divine masculine, would not be able to comprehend at all what the divine feminine energy is doing. And it would probably feel very dangerous, essentially, to feel this liberation of the divine feminine. And so in order to bring it grounded in, and then also elevate out of that ego. So we're subscribe, share, and become part of our cosmic community.